So, neuroplasticity. This is, again, a topic I would say I'm interested about, but when you read a lot of books about it, it's kind of very repetitive. Now, this one, they provide a lot more information on, certain parts of the brain that mature faster than others, but just to keep it like simple neuroplasticity, we could say it starts when you're born. It starts when, isn't it week 2 of after ovulation? So that'll be, they said when you're 1.5 millimeters big, or tall, or wide, whichever. You're 1.5 millimeters big, so you're like a little baby, and that's when nervous, the nervous system cells start to be created, and it goes on from there. And then when you're born, the like I said, some systems go faster than others, but usually before the time you're 7, that's when you have the most development. Of course, it's more when you're 1 to 3 because you're learning the language, and the first 4 weeks you have all of your cells for the visual system, and the auditory, it comes later on too. So it's like they just kept showing this graph that, honestly, I don't want to say I can't get out of my head, but it's a pretty accurate representation. So the graph, we could say it starts at not 0, because 0, your brain is active before that, but it just goes up until you're 7, and then drops down slightly, just slightly, and it goes down, down, down to mid adolescence, and then it goes down even further. So that's pretty much what neuroplasticity has to do, and that's just with new stuff, just new stuff brain wise, not like new information. Like, there's no I can't learn information any worse, or I learn information worse simply because I'm 16. Man, I did lose. I don't want to say I lost it, but the ability to speak a second language perfectly. Yeah, that since I'm 16, everyone. No, 2 books said 15, and this book just said mid adolescence. So who knows? I might still be able to to learn the second language perfectly, but like I said, the book is pretty self-explanatory. There are some other cool facts. Not cool facts. I could just say how it starts. So first, the axons, and we're talking about cells here. So the axons, those are the things that go out, or they output the energy from the synapse neuron, all that. And the dendrite is the one that brings in the stuff. So it's like when an axon and dendrite meet, from different cells, that creates a synapse. Wow, that's so simple, right? Yeah, this stuff is it's not really complicated at all, and pretty much just a lot of that happens over and over and over again. And as you know, we're pretty much born with a lot of synapses, a lot of neurons, all that stuff. Well, we were born with the potential, because we don't have all of it until we're 1 years old, which, yeah, that's when we learn language, or we start to learn language, things like that. So it's all pretty, I would say, again, pretty self-explanatory. But the one thing that you can do is put yourself in an enriched environment. Now, that just means a cognitively stimulating environment, which, honestly, if you see my other videos, you know what that entails. Just something that'll challenge you, something that keeps you, I would say, aware of your surroundings, mindful, and also something that's social. That's a big part. I would say that's a big part, working with other people, and also just to know different perspective on things. So that's kind of neuroplasticity, and again, it kind of gets old when you just read the same books, not the same books, but the same style of books. Who knows? There might be some interesting facts in the next one. Anyways, this was neuroplasticity.